Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In the diligence process, investors may want to talk with the startup's customers. Their goal is to determine how well the product works and how committed they are to the startup solution. This can be a sensitive topic for founders as their customer relationships are highly confidential and often kept close to the chest. It's best to have a few customers that will talk with investors and give them a positive review of the product and the company. This can be accomplished by providing great service and in some cases an additional discount. This can be a negotiated point between the founder and the customer. The customer often asks for a discount, so the founder counters with an additional ask, such as taking interviews from prospective investors. Keep the more sensitive customers off the list. Also, make the customer interviews the last step in the diligence process. The founder should continue the negotiations with the investor by indicating that if the customer passes the investor's test, then the investor commits to funding. This prevents too many investors contacting the same customers with only a potential investment on the table. Consider these steps in handling the investor interaction with the startup's customers. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.